观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看本周的完美主义，我是主持人佘棒林思韵。今天呢，我们来到了位于洛杉矶市中心的 CB1 Gallery， 这个呢是洛杉矶一个很著名的现代展的这个 gallery。那今天呢，我们是来为他们现在正在进行的2个最新的展览而来，而这2个 artist 呢，今天也在现场，让我们亲自的问一下他们的创作灵感和创作过程吧。
Hi, I'm Michael Mancari. I'm here at CB1 Gallery for the Motherboard exhibition. This is work over the past 8 months.
Hi Michael, how are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you.
It's so good to be here. So first, can you give us a general overview of the exhibition, Motherboard?
Motherboard is a series of paintings that has been created over the last 8 months. During the period of time that my wife and I were preparing to have our first child, which was born right on Christmas this past year. And so these paintings are my experience with childbirth, with starting out when we're trying to get pregnant and losing a child, to having our first and going through the different trimesters and all the headaches and pains and fun things that new mothers or potential mothers and fathers, and then ending right when in the last series of paintings with my baby being born and a lot of sleepless nights. Inside Woman shows more of the figure in her mid-trimester work, and many of the images are images that are part inundated with materials like collage and so forth and so on that inspire me before I take on a painting. Yeah, this starts out using a collage, and this explains a little bit about my process. And I'll take a collage, and this is usually a lot of my wife's magazines that she's left around, and I respond to this collage by putting it together, then painting upon it. And I kind of see things kind of like if you take a magazine and you cut a hole in it and you see that little part that pops through that hole, and I keep on developing this types of inundated images. And this is my experience kind of walking through the night, thinking about, reflecting on things, whatever was going on in the day, politics to other things. Now skate park is an example of those types of jump cuts, and this is cut out and things like that from kind of stenciled on. Those are the lamps from what you would see if you walk down those little lanterns in Tokyo or Little Tokyo, and the streets as they write, and you would have characters, and I didn't put the characters on there, but they're actually placed on the side. They were initially 2 paintings.
But they're one work right now.
But they're one work.
So this is the second part, the other part of the exhibition.
Yes.
And why does it?
Okay, all right, so I developed something that went from some representational segments of being able to see the figure into things that are more abstract.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Lisa Adams, and I currently have an exhibition here at CB1 Gallery in Los Angeles.
Hi, Lisa. Lisa, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good to be here. So first, can you give us a general overview of the exhibition that you have here?
So, generally speaking, I make much larger work than this. But what I was interested in doing was actually giving the viewer an intimate experience of the work this time. And interestingly enough, you know, it's almost the same amount of energy and organization to make a small painting than it is to make a large painting.
Were you surprised by that?
Not really, but I'd forgotten because I hadn't done a show of only small works in about 15 years.
Oh my
So
God.
I'd forgotten that it's actually very intense and very focused experience. One of my main interests is things I find in the environment that are human-built in conjunction with things that are natural.
Right.
So I like combining those worlds. It is an actual house that I found while driving. I like very much to take these long day trips or just 2 or 3 day trips around the desert or around these kind of forgotten settlements or villages. There's a small city called Hammett, and Hammett on Route 74, I found this place. And I thought it was so curious because it was painted like this, and I thought, who would live there? But it was abandoned. And then the painting went on the internet, and a man contacted me. He said, "Is that on Route 74 in Hammett?" And I said, "It is." And he said, "I used to live near there." And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, it was a thrift store for a while.
Okay.
And then it became a drug rehab, and now it's abandoned."
So let me kind of summarize a little bit because I heard forgotten, abandoned, human-made in nature. Like, are these kind of your main theme?
I would say, yeah, I would say that collision of those worlds. And how does something really beautiful come of that, right? You can't just cut off a whole area and say that's ugly. So if you bring that into something that's as beautiful as a flower, but you bring in this wall that has the graffiti on it and you put them together, they're quite beautiful. And that tension, you know, there's a real tension between those things.
今天的节目就到这里结束了，感谢您收看本周的完美主义，我是主持人守望林思韵，我们下周再见。